because they have the very same fraud in their nations. This is the essence of the New World Order. And the Greeks are going absolutely wild. They're saying, you're not taking our pension funds, you're not taking our bank accounts, we are not going to let this happen. But Europe says, we don't care. We're going to give the money to the private banks to, quote, pay them off for derivative fraud they created and sold the government. And the government is then going to have to raise taxes and take pension funds to pay the banks again. Because the banks get bailed out with the bailout money, but they also loan the bailout money to the government. So they get it going both ways. That's what's so incredible about this. You give banks bailout money, then they loan it back to counties, cities, and private individuals as well as the central government. I mean, this is a fraud of biblical level proportions. And how dare the American people try to audit the Fed? They must be terrorists. How dare the American people wear American flag shirts? That can't be allowed. That hurts Hispanics. It doesn't hurt Hispanics. Most Hispanics love America. But it's selling the idea that an American flag means you don't like Hispanics. Think of the invocation of race, the invocation of divide and conquer, of balkanization, the treason being run by these banks that now control our government. This is incredible. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give the number out, and I'll get to as many calls as I can after I cover this top story. We covered it some yesterday, but now it's unfolded and it's even worse. We've got articles up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Bloomberg denies Second Amendment to people on terror watch list. Lieberman seeks to strip citizenship of Americans. I mean, it just goes on and on. This is all coming up on the other side of this quick break. 1-800-259-9231.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Dog chewed your remote control, lost your remote, or is your remote control just not working? Let ReplacementRemotes.com replace or fix it for you. We carry a complete line of remote controls for all brands of TV, home audio, or DVD remotes, including old or hard-to-find remote controls. We also can repair or fix your remote control. Visit ReplacementRemotes.com for all your remote control needs. Use coupon code ALEX for a 5% discount. We also carry hotel and hospital remote controls. Visit ReplacementRemotes.com or call us at 336-377-2220. That's ReplacementRemotes.com, 336-377-2220.
ReplacementRemotes.com, ReplacementRemotes.com. If you need a remote control, replacementremotes.com.
For all your remote control needs, visit replacementremotes.com. 336-377-2220.
The bedrock of the Bill of Rights and Constitution is due process and citizens' rights under the Bill of Rights. The federal government under Bush and now Obama is pushing, and they have the legislation introduced, S3081, to, without a judge, without a jury, without anything, just say you can't buy guns anymore. You're not convicted of a crime. There is no appeal. You can't have a Second Amendment. We're going to come confiscate your guns, not only deny you the sale. And they're saying we want to be able to arrest citizens and literally have you disappear into a black hole, and that only an act of Congress can free you. So you have the executive saying no more courts, basically. That is coming up here in just a few minutes. You have gold up at $1,200 an ounce right now. You have Greece imploding by design. You have all of Europe on the verge of going under. I have the London Guardian, UK budget deficit to surpass Greece as worse than EU. The United States is even in greater debt ratio to these private banks that, again, made the money out of nothing. I don't know if you'll have to use guns to defend yourself from criminals or whatever else. I don't know if we're going to have a full-bore depression, but I know we're already into a economic depression, and it's only getting worse. I don't know if we're going to have a full collapse like Greece or Mexico, but there's most of the economists we talked to, Mark Faber said 90% chance China's going to collapse in the next year. This is a global, organized financial implosion that's taking place. And I have an attic and a garage full of storable foods. I've got a 3-year supply for my entire family, and I bought storable food from 3 or 4 different companies over the years. It had MSG in it. It was made in China. It was old. So I did research, and I found the J. Michael Stevens Group, oldest company out there. Others claim they're older. It's not true, folks. And they're selling 5, 10, 15-year-old crap. This stuff is made fresh every month. They got giant multiple food lines, special meals for diabetics, you name it. It's organic. It's non-GMO, non-hybrid. It's all grown right here in the U.S. except for the bananas because they don't really grow here. And it's just super high quality. And because they are the biggest and they are the best, you also get the best price, and they're patriots. And I wanted to have Steve Shank on to remind people that now is the time to get fresh, high-quality food that lasts more than 10 years. Don't buy 10-year-old food that lasts 10 years because it's worthless. Buy fresh. Most food you buy is not fresh. This is new. This is made monthly at his own factories. Steve Shank, good to have you here with us.
Hey, Alex, it's good to be aboard. Things are going nuts, aren't they?
They are. People need to get guns, gold, and food and water filters as an insurance policy to total collapse, because if there is a full depression, I mean, people need to buy things before the dollar is worthless.
Well, we had an interesting situation in March. We made an offer that an awful lot of people couldn't refuse. We decided to pre-order a bunch of food and then manufacture it based on what people needed. And that thing just went absolutely nuts. And the reason I wanted to get with you today, Alex, is that we've had so many people calling in since we shut down the ordering. Now most of the food is shipped out that we had on that program, and we've had so many people calling and saying, hey, we missed out, or we need more, or whatever. So I'd like to have your listeners just really pay close attention for just a second here, and then we'll get off on some of these other subjects. What we're announcing is that we're going to do one more week of the Buy 3, Get 1 Free program. We're starting it as of today, and it will go through May 14th at midnight. And any of the folks that missed out on this or needed to add some more to it, this program is phenomenal. What we're doing is we're putting together the orders pre-production, and that way we know exactly what to produce, and by the volume that we can get in just this 1 week based on what happened in March, we'll be able to put together a program where for every 3 of the items of this new product that we've got, this Nutriversal product, for every 3 items that they order, they'll get 1 free. That is just absolutely unheard of with food because the margins are so tight, particularly on the quality of stuff that we're putting out. But with this Icelandic volcano and with this oil spill that we've got messing up the Gulf capacity to do offshore drilling, we're going to see that result in food issues just from the standpoint of transportation problems. And Europe this next year is going to have a dickens of a time growing their food. We not only have a worldwide famine at this point in its 5th year, but all of the circumstances that we've got are just pointing to transportation being impossible. The food issues all around the world are going to be something, and very simply, any patriot out there that's concerned about those guns, you know, Alex, just as sure as I do,